Hello everyone, and welcome to the newest test server. Today we'll be checking out a lot of new changes. Let's start off with the new shotgun weapon. We have a new light weapon, Halo, a medium, Corona, and a heavy weapon, Glory. Now these are all basically the same weapon, just in light, medium, and heavy versions. They're all shotgun weapons, similar to the Gust and the Thunder and the medium one, which I can't remember the name of. But you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, they're close range shotgun weapon. They have a 500 meter range, where of course at 500 you're going to get a lot less damage versus being right up in someone's face, where all the pellets will hit and you'll get max damage. So the light weapon, you're going to have 3,772 damage per shot if you're close enough to hit with all pellets. Medium weapon, a 4,800 damage, once again if you're close enough. And the heavy weapon had 11,315 damage if you're close enough to hit your target with all the pellets. Now, of course, the root chance of the light one is 3.5% versus the other two, which are pretty much 1% with each pellet. Now, we have a new King of the Hill mode. Now, instead of having 5 beacons at our normal places that we're used to, it's 4 beacons closer to the center of the map. And so everybody, you don't have, because right now with King of the Hill, you have a beacon that's right next to your spawn. The other team doesn't even bother going for it most of the time, and vice versa on both teams. These will move the beacons closer to the center of the map, so everyone has a chance to get them, and it'll be better for everyone, hopefully making King of the Hill a lot better than it is now. Now, on top of that, we have a Shocktrain tweak that is required manual targeting, similar to a Trebuchet or an Arbalist, to where no longer, it depends on how you think of it. You might consider it a nerf, since it doesn't automatically hit your target and you have a good chance of missing fast spots like Kumihos, but you also have no lock-on time. So when you shoot your target, you don't have to wait that 3 seconds. If you're face-to-face with someone, I couldn't tell you how many times I've died in shock trains face-to-face with someone because I had to wait for that reload time. So if you're good at aiming, this might actually be considered an upgrade for a shock train versus a nerf. And it's got no balance change, so same damage, same reload time. So I've set up a hanger here. Oh, and the Mender and Wayland can now heal to 100%. So if you're experienced with these bots, then before, once you take a certain amount of damage, you can only heal about 60% of the damage you took. They've changed that to where now you can heal 100%. So say you're in a Mender and you go into hiding and you just spend a minute or two healing, you can heal yourself back to 100% even if you're at 500 health. So I've set up a Mender, and it has the Halo and the Corona, the new Thunder weapons, shotgun weapons if you will. And I'm going to try and get up close because he's got the speed boost. I'm usually against shock trains on the test server, but because this is an update to the shock trains, or not necessarily a nerf, but a balance, as they say. So I want to be able to test those out and show you just how they're going to work and how all that works. And then I got a Bulgasari that I set up with 2 Storms and a Corona, because the Storms, they do nearly twice as much damage as the Corona. And it's pretty much the same for the light and heavy versions also. Now, the reason I got the Corona in there is to hopefully root my target so they can't move, and then I could simply dash up to him and chew him up with the Storms. And that's usually what I like to do with these root weapons, because they don't do great damage, but we're going to see how that works. Alright, and then I got a Wayland set up with a Glory, which is the heavy version, and an Avenger, excuse me. And of course, it's my hopes of doing the damage with the Avenger and the root with the Glory. Now, the last one is a Butch, which I probably shouldn't use for brawling, but hey, I'll give it a shot. Now, I've got 2 Embers on it to do the damage and 2 Glories for the root chance. Hopefully I can use the Glories to root my target and then do the damage with my Ember. So let's go ahead and jump into some battles here and test out all these different things and see what the new stuff does. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to launch. The newest test server. Oh, that was pretty quick actually. Good. Okay, so we got deathmatch on... I was hoping a smaller map. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. A little bit of lag, but it is the test server. Okay, so this is going to be best to start out with something long range, but this is a brawling hangar that I've built, and I don't have anything long range. So my best bet is probably going to be the shock trains. Oh, I'm not locking on at 600. That's... Still very much hit your target if you aim. Okay. So not having the lock on is definitely interesting. Shock train's still dangerous as they've ever been. I'm gonna hang out with this Wayland right here and see if I can cause some chaos. This is Sparta. And he's in a Wayland and he's just sitting there healing, so I got no problem shooting him a bunch of times. I don't know, it almost seems like he's healing faster than I'm damaging him. It's gonna take me and somebody else to kill this guy. But you see there's no downside anymore. Now he can heal to 100%. Okay, that is a shotgun guy. So it very much requires the aiming now, but it's cool because you don't have a lock on. Yeah, it appears, I don't know, let me try and shoot it at 600 because I'm pretty sure it's still the same. See, the stun ability actually locked it to where I couldn't move, and it even blocked my so see that there's a lockdown. Okay, I'm gonna jump out here and get out of this bot because I don't want to spend the whole round in this bot. And see if I can find someone at about 600. Let me run up here and let this guy kill me. Why he's not shooting is beyond me. I really shouldn't be brawling with this bot, but yeah, I'm trying to die. Okay, so now let's try the butch. And see, it's got kind of a wide spread to it. Yeah, I died pretty quick, but at least I took out that Wayland. Okay, now it's time for me to try my Wayland. I think I got the right target for it. Lockdown, see? And now I can just sit here and heal myself because I don't know if he can do enough damage. Yeah, I didn't get the kill. But see, with this bot, I can just sit here and just pump out the damage. Let me lock onto this guy. As soon as I hit reload, see, it's healing me all the way back to full. See, all that damage, I'm full health again. And I can just walk up. That makes these bots a severe upgrade from what they were for sure. Oh, I'm just chewing this guy up. See, 100% again. So unless I take a large burst of damage, I'm nearly invincible. This guy isn't even moving. I can just sit here and shoot him with one. This bot is super OP. If I ever get my gun, there we go. Our reload is finally finished. I'm going to start moving in because I really want to get face to face with these guys and just see what this thing's capable of. It's unfortunate I haven't really got to use other bots. Oh, see, we're locked down now. I can just chew this guy up. Oh, I got locked down. I was wondering, I was like, wait a second, I stopped moving. Whalen and the other small bot are just insanely amazing. See, now, I don't think I can lock him down because he's got his shield pointed toward me. Now I'm slow. Maybe I can jump out of this bot and get to him. Nope. I think he's in trouble. I hit my speed boost to see if I can get within range. The healing is pretty OP in my opinion. I mean, look at all my guys. You can see their health when you're in a healing bot. And the other team basically has no chance. You're not seeing a lot of these healing bots on the field, and it's actually fairly surprising considering how OP they are. I was really hoping to get to use all of them, but we did all right on the first battle here. Let's try one more map, and so I can give you a better idea of just how everything works. I think really that was mostly shock train damage. Let's go! King of the Hill. Okay, well I don't really have the hanger for King of the Hill, but a little bit of lag here and start. Hopefully it pops up. There we go. Just like the last map. I think we're going to start in our mender since we didn't really get to use it in the last battle. See if we can stun some people and see how much damage we can do close up with these three little weapons. Yeah, it looks like they're all going around front. That's good. Oh, first beacon's way over there. Okay. So this is a good thing anyway. I wanted to show you King of the Hill, the new things. The beacons, there's now not one on the beach anymore. See, look at that. Shock train hit. I'm full health. These bots are pretty crazy. Okay, so let's go play with this guy and just see what this thing's capable of. I'm getting torn up by dragoons, which were not updated by the way, but that doesn't mean people aren't going to use them for absolutely no reason. Triple kill. Locked down. Nothing he can do. He's just dead. Now, see, I'm trying to heal these guys over here. Wow, look at all that healing. Look at that. You put two of them next to each other, you're going to have a hard time killing them. Okay, the next one is our home beacon. I'm going to wait until I get close here. See, he's got shotguns, but I've got healing. If you ever wonder what kills specters, well, there you go. These things kill specters. Oh, this little guy is mean as he can be. This is crazy. Okay, now my ability's almost up, so... Oh, wait a second, he's locked down. I'm going for it. This is just insanity. Well, I was hoping to get him locked down before he jumped. Well, he's probably going to die in stealth at this rate. Nearly. Okay, two of us next to each other. Nobody can do enough damage. This is just pure crazy. These bots put out such good damage, and they take so much damage. Now, we're going to run just one more battle since that went so quickly. I'm trying to keep this video somewhat short here. I believe I've used just about everything but the Bulgasari. Depending on the map, I may start with that one. King of the Hill again. Let's go ahead and start with the Bulgasari because it was an insane thing with the Mender, with the new shotguns on it. It was just as crazy as it could be. Let's see how we can do with this one. Right now in Champion League, I'd say the Bulgasari is probably the strongest bot. And that new lockdown abilities and stuff, you can really tear things up, even Bulgasaris. Okay, so the first beacon is right here. It's completely random. You don't know when the next one is or where it is. It could spawn in the same place twice as far as you know. So we're just going to slowly walk up here. See if we can catch somebody who wants the beacon. Now, of course, I want the beacon, but I also want to kill these guys. Now, of course, this guy doesn't have a chance face to face against me. This guy, on the other hand, does. Because he can heal himself, and I'm stuck in place, and I got shooting from the side, too. Okay, so that bot, absolutely awesome. I don't think anyone can really beat the Mender when it's properly set up. I'm gonna work my way. See, now it's randomly, it just popped up. See, there was an indication before. There no longer is. Now it can be anything. So I'm trying to get close enough to do some real damage here. But everybody's dying before I get there. That's the only problem, biggest problem with the Butch. Not only is he a large target, but he's slow as he could be. I'd really love to see some updates on older bots. Let me tell you, not much beats an Ember. Physical shields, doesn't matter. Ember, my friend. Melt everything. But slow on a Butch. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to our Mender again. Just because I'm absolutely in love with this setup. It is so much fun. See if I can get over to China Red #1 over here and maybe hit him with a heal. But the beacon's over there, so we're going, well, let me go this way. Yeah, he's too far back. I can't help him. I'm going to rush over here and see if I can't do some damage with these guys. Okay, so I'm not using my ability yet because I'm saving the heal for when I need it. Yeah, see, that's the lockdown thing right there. You get hit with vortexes or something in lockdown, and you're a sitting duck. I mean, it hits you full damage. It's crazy. Okay, so the next beacon is our home beacon. I'm going to walk in here with my Wayland and see how well I can do. Right now, aphids and vortexes are kind of, you know, if you can hit your target with them, they do well. But your target's always moving, and they just don't do very good damage when your target's moving. Now, with the lockdown ability, if you can use that to lock your target, and then sorry, I was concentrating. Anyway, if you use that to lock down your target and then shoot off your vortexes, you could be an extremely dangerous player. See the amount of damage I took? I really shouldn't have walked in there with that. Because now I'm left with shock trains, which I really don't like using on the test server. But I figure we'll just go ahead and bottom out rather than getting beacons. Not having a lock on is pretty cool. Like I said, some people might think of it as a nerf. I don't think so. I think it's more of an upgrade. It simply requires more skill to play, which there's nothing wrong with requiring more skill. But this guy looks like he's got 2 Avengers. Yeah, so you can still hit your target. You just gotta aim. I actually personally like them better now. Now, usually I'm not a big fan of shock trains, but when it comes to playing in Champion League, you have to have shock trains. If you don't, you're gonna not have a good day. So let me rush over here, try and get this battle finished out. Poor Carnages. They really need to give them a health buff. See, now that's a Bulgasari. He's got his shield pointed toward me, which is a smart thing to do. Oh, never mind. Should have his shield pointed toward me. trying to hit me at 450 meters with embers, which have a 350 meter range. Right now I just want this battle to finish out so we can finish the video out. Pretty sure I went over everything. You can see where the new beacons are. Burned up through all my bots because I really didn't play defensively at all, which I should have. I've done pretty good, a little over 800,000 damage. One beacon. Alright, well there's the updates on the server. You got your new shotgun weapons and you got your beacons that changed. You have now the way the shock trains work, which is slightly different. Shotgun weapons are pretty cool. I like them. Mender's pretty OP. Wayland is pretty OP. As long as you're not taking a crap load of damage, you can pretty much heal yourself non-stop. Other than that, I mean, those are the updates. Pretty awesome. It's supposed to be a plasma bug fix, by the way, from what I hear. I've had a lot of problems with that, and hopefully you haven't, but if you have, know that there's a fix coming. I believe we're good to go, and you now know everything I know. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends, and let them know everything that's going on. Appreciate you watching. Later.